Hey guys, Mike with Rove Pest Control here. And do you have pests in your chimney? Well, today's video I want to go through a couple of things you need to know before you try and remove pests from your chimney and how to prevent some issues in the first place. So one thing to understand is that there's really going to be two types of situations that happen when you have pests in your chimney. One is going to be that a pest has fallen into your chimney and has become trapped. The other is when pests are nesting in your chimney. Now there's a couple issues that come along with both versions and different things you need to do accordingly. So one thing to understand is that when animals nest in a chimney, it can cause a couple different issues. So one, it can be a fire hazard because, again, most animals make nests out of materials that are very flammable. And for the most part, these pests are going to create nests in the flue, which is basically an escape vent for heat and gases from the chimney. So if birds, for example, or squirrels are creating nests, it can cause a couple things. One being a fire hazard. The other is blocking these harmful gases from escaping. So what can you do? Well, for the most part, you don't really want to remove these pests on your own. There's various laws out there against removal of bird nests and various birds and killing them if they're nesting in inconvenient areas. So that's one thing that you need to be aware of, is if you don't have permits to do it, it could be illegal. So that's one reason why you want to reach out to a pest control professional, because they'll be licensed, they'll be able to handle these pests and remove them safely. Another thing to keep in mind is when these various pests get trapped in your chimney, it's more than just the inconvenience of having them there, right? It's more than just the noise issues that they're going to make. A lot of these pests carry various diseases, which is another reason why you don't want to try and remove them on your own. One thing that people think that might be a good idea is to, quote unquote, smoke them out, and that's not a good idea. Again, one, that can cause various fire hazard issues because, again, like I said, the nests are very flammable. You could end up burning down your home or creating issues with fires if you try and smoke these pests out. And again, a lot of times that could kill these pests, which isn't the greatest situation, but again, like we talked about with the birds, that could even be illegal in some instances. So it's, again, best to reach out to a pest control professional to remove these pests. Again, when these pests that get trapped inside your chimney, they can have various diseases. So it could be squirrels, it could be raccoons, it could be bats, could be birds. One of the most common issues that we see is that with raccoons and bats, for example, they carry rabies. So if you're trying to handle these pests or remove them on your own, or if they get out from the chimney into your home, don't, again, try and do this removal process by yourself. Hire a pest control service that's certified, that's licensed, that can get rid of these wildlife issues in your home. Stay safe out there. If you want to prevent issues like this, one of the biggest things you can do is to install a cap over the top of your chimney and a screen to prevent birds and pests from getting in, but make sure they're heavy duty. A lot of pests, again, like raccoons and squirrels, they're very hardy. They like to rip through these screens, chew through these, and get in there anyway. But prevention is going to be your best option. And if you do have a pest issue in your chimney, again, we really recommend reaching out to a pest control service because they're properly licensed and they have the equipment to handle these animals if they happen to be dangerous and carrying diseases. So again, hopefully you guys get some benefit and value out of this video. If you did, feel free to comment and share. If you are a first-time customer with us over at Rove Pest Control, be sure to head on over to rovepestcontrol.com/50 off and enter your name and email for access to $50 off your first service with us. So if you have a pest issue, you've never had business with us before at Rove Pest Control, head on over to rovepestcontrol.com/50 off and enter your information for that $50 discount. But thanks again for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.